Introduction to Paints and Coatings, Part.2. Lecture by Dr.G.Subramanian, Chief Scientist Retired, CSIR, Central Electrochemical Research Institute. Introduction to Paints and Coatings. Paint can be defined as a mixture or dispersion of opaque pigments or powders in a liquid or vehicle. Coatings include other materials that can be considered paint-like in their use, such as varnishes and inorganic binders. Modern classifications of paints. Architectural trade sales commonly recognize latex and all-kit paints sold in retail stores. Industrial maintenance may include anti-corrosive primers, machinery, and industrial enamels, other products that require more specialized application equipment. Some trade sales type paints are also used in industrial situations. Example, high-performance architectural coatings. Specialty are generally very specific in their use, application, and resistant properties such as plastic coatings, coil coatings, and resistive coatings. Paints and coatings. Under this, review fundamentals of coatings by focusing on the following: types of coatings, surface preparation, application of coatings, inspection, defects and failures. Mechanism of corrosion control by coatings can be classified as broadly classified into three categories, namely barrier protection, chemical inhibitors, galvanic, that is cathodic protection. So under chemical inhibitors we have inhibitive pigments. Under galvanic cathodic protection we have zinc, galvanizing, metallizing. What is in the paint can? On the right side you can see the paint can. Binders. The basic components of a paint or coating includes binders, pigments, solvents, additives. What are binders? The resin, polymer, vehicle. Resin, polymer or vehicle. Pigments include the coloring and filling materials. Solvents are the volatile thinners and diluents that evaporate. Additives are materials that are added to modify or improve specific properties related to the processing, appearance or performance. If on the right side gives you the paint can, the top side contains solvent liquid, additives, and beneath that vehicle binder. So on the bottommost you can see pigment. So from bottom to top, if you go up, pigment, over this vehicle binder, over these additives, and over the top you have solvent liquid. Generic type coating types. They are all kits, bituminous coatings, coal tar epoxies, fluoropolymers, inorganic zinc-rich coatings, lacquers, moisture curing polyurethane, shortly called MCU, organic zinc-rich coatings, Phenolic and Phenolic epoxy coatings, polyaspartic, polyesters and vinyl esters, polysiloxane, polysulfides modified with Phenolic epoxy resin, polyurea, powder coatings, silicones, thermal spray metallics, waterborne acrylics, etc. etc. The foremost important factors in coating selection are mission, operational needs, exterior weathering, water, fuel, solvent or chemical resistance, abrasion resistant, heat resistant and mildew resistant, appearance, drying time, ease of application and maintenance. When specifying a coating application, consider the following factors. The topmost is severity of the environment, surface preparation, access to work, drying time, applicator skills, scaffolding, safety and environmental requirements. Surface preparation plays a major role towards application of a coating system. The life of any coating system is directly impacted by the quality of the prepared surface. Better the surface preparation, the longer the life of the coating system. They are treatment of surface irregularities, pre-cleaning to remove surface contaminants, cleaning surfaces to desired levels, producing a surface profile texture. Surface contaminants causing early deterioration or rust, mill scale, grease and oil, dirt and dust, soluble salts, water, paint chalk, loose, cracked or peeling paint. The figure on the right side shows you the rust and mill scale form on a steel surface. SSPC standards for mechanical cleaning. What is the expansion for SSPC? Society for Protective Coatings. That is SP2 hand tool cleaning, power tool cleaning, commercial grade power tool cleaning to bare metal, abrasive blast to near white metal, abrasive blast to white metal. Next one is SSPC standards for mechanical cleaning. Extent of removal of contaminants. Removes all loose mill scale, rust and paint. Remove all loose and mill scale, rust and paint. Remove all visible contaminants for stains up to 33%, minimum 1 mil profile. That is, for SP15 and SP11, allow some contamination to remain in the bottom of pits. Remove all visible contaminants, minimum 1 mil profile. Here also SP15, SP11 allow some contamination to remain in the bottom of pits. Removes all visible contaminants except for staining limited to no more than 5%. Removes all visible contaminants. Society for Protective Coating Standards for Mechanical Cleaning. Under these methods of application, general factors. Suitability for the particular coating and structural components, desired appearance, speed, ease and economics of application method, simplicity of equipment, necessary applicator skills, safety, environmental requirements, weather, transfer efficiency, coverage rates. Methods of application, manual, either by brush or roller. The figure on the right side top, a man is applying through brush, by roller. High volume, low pressure spray, HVLP spray, airless spray, plural component spray, conventional air spray. Quality assurance, shortly called as QA. Planned and systematic actions to provide confidence that a system will perform satisfactorily. Next one is quality control, QC, the portion of quality assurance that ensures that materials, methods, workmanship and the final product meet specified requirement. Purposes of the specification: to obtain a specific desired product, to assure quality materials and workmanship, to make sure that the work is completed on time, to avoid delays and disputes, to obtain minimum or reasonable cost, to avoid costly change orders and claims, to meet all safety, environmental and legal requirements. Paints and coatings criteria on tools. Architectural painting specification decision tree. The figure on the right side gives you overall picture about the unified facility guide specifications for paints and coatings. If you go down, you will get Master Painters Institute, MPI, which has two branches. One is decision tree and approved product list. Again, coming to the matter on the left hand side, unified Facilities Guide Specification UFGS. It has specification for paints and coatings, high performance coatings, high build glaze coatings, metallizing hydraulic structures, specifications for painting hydraulic structures, specifications for further paints and coatings, criteria and tools, architectural painting specification decision tree. Again, they have specifications for steel coatings, epoxy, fluoropolyurethane, interior coating of steel petroleum fuel tanks, then specification for interior coating of welded steel water tanks, specification for 3-coat epoxy interior coating of welded steel petroleum fuel tanks, specifications for maintenance, repair and coating of tall antenna towers, further specifications for coating of steel waterfront structures, and specifications for exterior coating of steel structures, further specification for protection of buried steel piping and steel bulkhead tie rods, and specification for interior lining for concrete storage tanks, that is for petroleum fuels. Further specifications for linseed oil protection of concrete surfaces, and specification for metallic type conductive spark resistant concrete floor finish. Finally, specification for preparation of historic wood and metal surfaces for painting. Common inspection hold points or checkpoints. First one is pre-cleaning, following SSPC SP1, surface preparation, SSPC NASE blast standards, primer, intermediate and top coat application, SSPC PA1. Next one is dry film thickness, SSPC PA2, cure, solvent rub test organic coatings, following ASTM D5402, post cure film integrity, holiday detection, following NASE SP0188. Factors accelerating deterioration. First and foremost is structural design, substrate properties, materials deficiencies, surface preparation deficiencies, application deficiencies, curing deficiencies. Deficiencies. Under this, we are going to deal with surface preparation deficiencies. They are incompatible coatings, low quality material, error in manufacture, expired shelf life, wrong coating for wrong service, insufficient cleaning level, contaminated surfaces, profile too low or too high. Then application deficiencies. Under this, equipment inadequate or not functioning properly, ambient conditions outside recommended range, mixing, thinning or straining inadequate, film thickness too low or high, inadequate induction time, expired part life and recoat window, unskilled applicator. The next one is coating incompatibilities. Under this, the foremost one is solvent in top coat attacks undercoat. Coating solvent causes bleeding of bituminous product. Rigid top coat applied over flexible undercoat. Waterborne product does not adhere to smooth undercoat. Paints and coatings in F&I. Under this, the foremost one is address coatings requirements early in the design process. Understand the environmental stresses. Get help with the specification. Selection of paint, surface preparation, application, inspection, adopt quality assurance and quality control program throughout the build process. Create a sustainment program that includes monitoring and maintenance. Know where to get help from Service and Department of Defense resources. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching and listening this video.